welcome to my channel. This is your girl Chelle Donald with Chelle Donald LLC, and as you can see, this will be my first sewing tutorial for the month of September, even though the month is almost over. I'm not going to do the shirt dress because as you can see, it's on my mannequin back there, but I am going to do Simplicity Pattern 8740, which is the cardigan and the hooded cardigan. I will be doing that with this beautiful fabric that I purchased from Walmart. It's 2 yards. Flip it up right. It's 2 yards for $2, so I got 4 yards, which is a good investment. So that's the plan for tonight, and I will be shooting shortly after I cut my pattern pieces out. I will tell you how many pattern pieces comes in this pack though. It's 9 pieces that come in this pack. You will need at least 2 to 3 yards of fabric, depending on which size you have. I'm a size medium, I'm between medium and large because I like my outfits to give me more room, have more room in them. So 9 times out of 10, I might make a medium, and that's gonna take me, let me see, do I want the one with the pockets or do I want version D? Let's see. I think I'm gonna do the one without pockets, so I'm gonna do D. So that's gonna be that's only with 2 1/8 yards of fabric. So stay tuned. Coming right back after I cut these pattern pieces out. All right, so now that I have my fabric laid out, I'm gonna just go right on ahead and cut my pattern pieces out. None of them are going to be cut on the fold except for pattern piece 9 from what the instructions have said. I really don't use the instructions unless I definitely need to, but I've made this more than once, so I really don't need the instructions for this. Yeah, only piece that needs to be cut on the fold is pattern piece 9. 8 doesn't need to be on fold. Pattern piece 8, 1, and 3 need to be cut near the selvage. So first what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut my band out. And I use, I use pattern weight. So I use the washers that I got from Home Depot to hold my pattern pieces down, especially if my fan is on. But my fan is not on right now, so I don't have to worry about that. Scoot this out, because I had my fabric rolled down. Should be enough. Yeah. Shit. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Where are my washers? I just had them. Forgive me, you guys, for being a little bit unorganized. I'm using my favorite pair of scissors, which is my black scissors, if I can find them real quick, because I just had everything. There we go. Right there. All right. Okay. Let's get to work. I might have to open my other package of fabric right here. Move this out of the way. I'm gonna call this my Pajama Edition, you guys, because I'm in my pajamas doing this. This is my first time doing it in my pajamas. Filming a sewing tutorial in my pajamas. Usually I'm closed, but it's late at night where I'm at. It's like 9:50 here in Columbus, Georgia. I don't know what time it is everywhere else, but I'm going ahead and cut pattern pieces 8 and 9 out. So just go ahead and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let me cut this out first. And make sure you guys pay attention to the notches and the markings on the pattern piece. Make sure you get everything so that way everything's lined up. All right, now that I have pattern piece 9 cut out, I'm gonna cut where the notches need to be cut at. Make sure I get every notch, because I'm doing the size medium, if I didn't inform you guys. Okay, let's cut these notches right here. You can make little triangles if that's what you're more comfortable with. Or you can pin it. Whichever one y'all prefer. I prefer the notches, because it lets me know what needs to be lined up. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna move pattern piece 9 to the side. It's easier for me to do it this way. Okay, so go ahead and do. Matter of fact, No, I'm gonna cut the sleeve last. The sleeve band last, my bad. I just go ahead and cut pattern piece 3 out. Makes sense because the sleeve band take less fabric. So go ahead and cut pattern piece 3 out. I think pattern piece 3 needs to be cut. Yeah, pieces need to be down, yeah. So this needs to be facing towards the silver side. Alright, so what we have here needs to be scooted down. Let's see. See how I'm gonna do this. You know what? It's gonna be part of my board, so I'm gonna do this way. Let's see. Yeah, no matter which way I flip this is a problem that you will always, I'm not gonna say you're gonna always run into this, but this is a problem you need to look out for. Because if you don't, you'll end up in situations like this. You never want to second guess what you're doing. Right now I'm not second guessing. This is just something that I'm not understanding. Why it seems like I don't have enough fabric when I do. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to open that other 2 yards of fabric that I have and cut those pieces out. And this is just gonna have to be used for my band. Nope, technically, yep, I won't have to do that. So I'm just gonna take what I got right here and cut out pattern piece 1, just to be on the safe side. And make sure your fabric is straight, you guys. You don't want to cut it and it's all jagged and towed up. Should have ironed it before I got on. Now you will need an iron for this because you're gonna have to press the band out when you put it around the neck. I mean the neck band basically. It's the band that goes around it. I will probably be uploading a picture of me modeling this because the weather is real. We're just not getting fall weather, but it's not excessively cold just yet. Excuse me. So I will be modeling this because I really haven't been able to make this for myself. This following piece is for myself. So, that was 2 yards of fabric and it didn't even feel like it, which is crazy to me. Alright, go ahead and cut my notches out. Okay. I have it. I'm gonna assume that's a notch. Yep. And here's this notch. Here's this notch. Okay. Now I'm gonna move pattern piece 1 to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the sleeve band, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lay my other fabric out and cut pattern piece 3 out. And once you're done, go ahead and take it to the sewing machine, pin everything together, take it to the sewing machine. Okay, let's move this aside real quick. Put this on the table. Yeah, this could be used for shorts or anything. You can use if you're like me and you buy 4 yards of fabric and you can't figure out what else to do with it, just use it for like shorts or like a sports bar or undergarments, because this is knit fabric, it stretches. So don't feel like you can't do nothing with this particular fabric. I always keep it just in case I run into want to do something else with this fabric, which I end up doing something with. Might make a scarf, you know, who knows. Might make some of anything, honestly. Never know with me. Okay. Give me a second, and I have to plug my iron up after I cut this out. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this before I cut this out. So let me go ahead and plug my iron up for you guys because I need it because I'm gonna be pressing my band out, which is pattern piece 9. Okay. Set that to the side. Put that right there. Oops. Oh. Clumsy. I know I owe you guys so many sewing tutorials. I owe y'all one for the shirt dress. I think when I get some more buttons, I plan to make one. In the meantime, I can make you one to show you how to make your own custom boy shorts. Okay, so I'll put this to the side. Put this to the side right there. All right. Yeah, I'll cut my piece out. Okay, take my pattern piece out. Put that to the side as well. And now I have to pop this open. Then we can go ahead and get to the sewing machine. What you want to do? You want to do it from the wrong side, especially if you have a pattern on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Got my iron plugged up, ready to go for pressing. You want to have you a good iron for pressing, you guys. You don't want to just have any. You can have it, depending on, you don't have to go out of your way until you're ready to get one of those expensive type of iron. But I caught my iron on sale. It was actually on a clearance sale, so I'm a sucker for clearance sale type things. But if I had to, I would pay a good grip for iron. The irons that I see other fashion designers have. They actually are worth the investment. Okay, what I'm gonna do is make sure everything is lined up because I don't want to miss nothing. That's what I don't want to do. First of all, let me get off this fabric. Okay. Hope my camera's still recording. Okay. And last but not least, pattern piece 3. Yep, that's exactly what was wrong. Okay. I didn't have enough fabric on the other fabric. I mean from the other, which of course I knew that, but whatever. Getting ready for my favorite season of the year, you guys. And we'll be able to take this to the sewing machine and sew it together. Lift this up, put it to the side. The first step that I gotta do, once I cut this out, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the first step that we have to do. We have to sew the center back seam on pattern piece 3 together, so that we will make our full back. And then what we will do, the next step we will do, we will attach pattern piece 3 to pattern piece 1. So where the sleeve is, where the shoulder seams is, and so underneath the sleeve, the underseam for the underneath the sleeve to connect to make our cardigan. I'm not gonna rush through this and take my time because I don't like rushing. Okay, we're gonna cut our notches. I don't know if y'all can see me cutting the notches. cut out all my notches. Yep, I did. Okay, take these pattern weights off here. Now, let's jump over to the sewing machine so we can sew this thing together. All right, and now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pull my chair right here too. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull my chair right here to the side so you can see a more in-depth view of what I'm doing. Take pattern piece 3, and I'm gonna sew the center back seam together. With my instructions right there. I'm pretty sure that I don't need the instructions for this because I did it so freaking much. But to do this the proper way, take my wonder clips that I bought from Joanns. Right there. Did I drop one? Nope. Okay. I don't want to be sloppy. I'm gonna pin your, make sure you, the pieces that you need to sew together are clipped together. And what you want to do, if you can follow along on the instructions if you want to, but I'm not necessarily going to use instructions because I don't really have to, but I want to do it step by step for you guys so y'all won't feel like I'm leaving y'all behind. All right. Okay, let's get sewn. So what you want to do, this is version D without the cardigan, without the pockets. What you want to do, you want to sew your center back seam together, and then after that we'll go to the next step. I'm not going to jump ahead because I already gave you a little sneak peek of already what's going to happen. So I'm going to back stitch and I'm going to go forward. Always remember to press your seams, you guys. If you don't press your seams, you need to, because that's a very key step that you need to do. I've learned the hard way, if I don't press my seams, that my garment, my custom garment looks more homemade if I don't press my seams. So make it a note to always press your seams before you add finishing touches to anything. As you see, I'm not pushing it through. I'm just letting it guide itself, and I'm just holding my hand in the spot. You don't never want to push the fabric through. It's knit fabric, so I don't need that. Make sure. Back stitch when you get to the end. You cut your excess thread. Okay, and I'm gonna press my seams open. Make sure my excess thread is cut. All right, take it to my ironing board and I'm gonna press. Give it a good press. Okay. All right, now that my seams are pressed open, I will let you see. They're pressed open. I'm gonna put pattern piece 3 to the side, right here. And I'm gonna go. I don't need that. You get pattern piece 1. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take these pieces. I have slow on me, y'all. Take these pieces. This is 3 right here. Oop. Take, it's probably the left side. Take the left side and connect it together with one shoulder seam. I don't know how this got on. I don't. This it came from a different project. I could have swore I just cleaned up in here. Okay. All right. And you're gonna find. Let me show what the thing is. Right sides together. I'm gonna pin this together with my wonder clip. Match up your notches if you can, you guys. Match my notches up. I need it to match. Okay. No, it may seem like I take a favor, but bear with me, you guys. I'm just trying to do this a thorough, in-depth tutorial, because if I don't want no steps to be missed. All right, camera's still recording. Thank you. So what I'm gonna do, you're gonna sew the shoulder seam together, and then you're gonna sew under the underarm down. So I'm gonna do that first. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. Should I do this up? So back stitch, I'm gonna go forward. I don't want it to drag on the floor, so that's what we're gonna do. Notches are matching up because I don't want that to be the carelessly in a way. I don't want no gap. No gaps. When you get to the end, you're gonna, if you have the back stitch lever, you're gonna back stitch. You're gonna lift the lever up. You're gonna cut your excess thread. Okay. And then I'm gonna sew the underarm seam, because now I have this seam. I have my shoulder seam, my left shoulder seam sewed together. So now I'm gonna sew under the arm. Under the underarm, right here. Sew down till you get to the end to close this sleeve up. I'm not gonna pin this because I'm confident enough to know that I can hold the pieces together. So I'm not gonna pin this. But if that's how you're comfortable, you can use your ballpoint pins or you can use your wonder clips if you have wonder clips like I do. Make sure everything lines up. So I want nothing hanging over or leaning over. And if back stitch. Okay, and for my beginners, if you're using a serger instead of sewing machine, it'll be a quicker and efficient way to do it on your serger versus your sewing machine. Sewing machine will give you the same outcome, but if you want a clean finish and you feel like you can do it better with your serger because that's all you have, use your serger instead of using your sewing machine. And make sure you are using a clean and brand new needle. Do never use a used needle. Unless that's all you have, then use it. But if you know the needle is damaged and it can't take too much more sewing on it, I would buy me a pack of needles. And this is the pack that I have. They come in different packs. They come like this. It'll have a different have different size and different things on them for different meanings. I have a ballpoint needle. There's a ballpoint needle. I said I was gonna pin, I will pin the bottom because I don't want to get too lost in the sauce of it. As you see, my hand is not pushing the fabric through. I'm just letting it guide itself through. I'm just going from there. And back to this when you get to the end. You're gonna pick this up. Well, pick your presser foot up if you don't know what that is. And I'm gonna press the rest of my seams as soon as I get done with the other side, the other left side, okay? And let me just give you a sneak peek of how it's gonna look before I add the sleeve band and the band. Yep, this is the back side. So far, this thing is looking good. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, I need to hand sometimes after this because Jesus, I'm glad I sneezed inside my arm. It's the front side. All right. I'm gonna put this inside real quick. Make sure everything is still recording. Okay, that's my sleeve band. I do not need that. I don't know why I just picked that up like a silly food. All right, and this is the right side. So I'm gonna take that, move that real quick. Now that we got our left side out the way, let's do the right side. We're right sides together. You're gonna pin it in the same fashion. I don't know if I want to pin, but I'll go ahead and pin anyway. Okay, we're going to do it from shoulder seam to shoulder seam. So we're going to do it from the shoulder seam to the end of the sleeve. My bad. I don't know why I just said that. Blooper. And then you're gonna do it in the same fashion under the sleeve, at the underarm, basically. If you can see this, you guys. Okay. Pick this up. I don't want to drag it on the floor. Okay. On the back stitch. I'm gonna go ahead and stitch 4. Clip your loose ends of thread after you pick your presser foot up, that is. Okay. Voila, that is sewed. So let's go ahead and sew the underarm. Now, I'll wait till I get to the next part and I'll tell you guys. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm rushing you, like I'm rushing or whatever. Because if not, I got nothing but time on my hands. Okay, back stitch. Excuse my dog tub in the background. One second. All right, you guys, I am back. Oh, excuse me. Now let's go ahead and finish sewing the right side of the cardigan. I'm almost done. Now what you want to do, you want to back stitch at the end, and you want to lift your presser foot up, and you want to cut your loose threads. Okay. And of course, once you press your seams open, you can either to finish the edges, well, to give it a clean finish, you can serge the ends and whatever. You know what I meant. So this is how it looks so far. Okay, y'all in depth look. This is the back. The sleeves and everything's already sewed. And this is the front before I put the band on it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and move on to pattern piece 8. And now we're gonna stitch the ends closed. Take one piece, match the notches together, and stitch the ends closed. So right sides together for the sleeve bands. And then when you're done with that, which the next step you would do is fold the sleeve band in half with wrong sides together. And then you're gonna machine base the raw edges together. So we get ready to attach it to the sleeve, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in a second. Let's go ahead and do this, get this out of the way. Back stitch. Back stitch at the end. And you're gonna cut your loose threads. Make sure my thread is not up on me. So I'll put this right here on the side. Now I'm gonna take the next sleeve band, and I'm gonna sew them right sides together. Then as a whole, I'm gonna go ahead and just, after I do this, go ahead and fold my band and my sleeve band in half. Okay, so apparently my thread popped somewhere. Don't know how that happened, but okay. So we're just gonna redraw the machine. This thread is excessively a little bit too long. Okay, so that we just rethread it. Give me a second, you guys. I had to rethread my machine. Technical difficulties. Right there. All right, back to what I was doing. I'm gonna Take the sleeve in, right side to right side, back stitch. And when you get to the end, back stitch. Look at your presser foot, cut the loose ends of thread. Then you're gonna Then you're gonna take your sleeve band and you're gonna press open. You can press your seams open with your finger. And what you want to do, you want to machine based on your longest machine stitch. On the longest stitch on your machine. I'm gonna do 4. And then I'm gonna take this off because this part is removed. Remove my thread. And I'm going to machine baste it. And when you're basting, you do not backstitch. Something you just do not do. Do not backstitch. I hate when this happens. Cut my excess thread. If I have to take it out, I will. Just gonna give us a nice little finish. Okay, take the next sleeve band and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna fold it in half, wrong sides together. And the next step, if you want to look on your instructions, you can. But the next step should be you attaching your sleeve band to the cardigan sleeve. To the end of the cardigan. Excuse me. Okay, place that seam open. Okay, and we're gonna baste this sleeve band as well. Make sure your notches are matching up. This back stitch, but hey, looking for me. Cut your excess thread. Then I'm gonna put my collapse on. We're going to my machine. Oops, my band fell on the floor. All right, and that's how they look. That's how it looks. So what you're gonna do? From the right side of the fabric, I'm gonna attach it. Make sure it lines up. Well, never mind. I might have to take it back off because I just thought about that. Silly me, huh? Y'all like, this lady crazy as hell. Okay, fix my machine stitch because it's not going to be on the longest stitch anymore because we're not basting anymore. We will back stitch as we're attaching this. Back stitch. I'm not going to rip my basting stitch out because I like how I like the edge is going to give it after I serge it because I'm probably going to serge my edges. So yes, forgive me. Yeah. Main thing you want to keep in mind, is to never have holes. Because that's what can happen if you don't pay attention to that. Here's my God darn it. See, I hate when that happens, because when that happens, it misconstrues the whole damn thing. It came out good. Just, I don't like how I didn't catch this in my last part of my seam right there, because I'm gonna go back and take that off. I don't like that. Yep, but it attached it how it's supposed to go on there. Okay. Okay. So, I'm doing it the smart way. I could use ballpoint pen, but I'm not, because I want to do it this way. Okay, now that I have that pen, let's see how this is going to go. And I'm gonna have to remove the clip, as y'all know. Back stitch. Stitch at the end. Okay, and you're gonna cut these little threads. And that one came out perfect. I don't know why the other one didn't do that, but I'm gonna fix it. Fix it after I do the band that goes around. Well, my bad, the hood and front back. Well, the front and back band, my bad, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is how the sleeve came out on the other side. The other one came out good too. Just, I don't like how that one part kind of flipped up while I was sewing it. So. But it did come out good, so I'm gonna go back and fix it before I post it. Okay, flip it up right. Okay, so what you wanna do? For the front and back band, You want to stitch the ends. Then I'm gonna put this to the side real quick. Pick this back up, put this back on my sewing machine. I'm gonna move my wonder clips. I'm gonna stitch the ends together. Back through. Make sure these are matched up together. Cut my loose ends. And the same is going to happen with this at the end of this one, at the other end. Back stitch, stitch forward. Go back stitch at the end, pick the press foot up. Make sure our needle is up. Also, if I didn't tell you guys that. Okay, and we're gonna close that. Alrighty, and I'm gonna show y'all for the last instruction. Alrighty. This is why you're supposed to cut on the fold, because this is what's going to happen. Okay. This is the band. I don't know why. I don't know why I told us to cut it on the fold if it was going to end up seeming like it was too damn big. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too goddamn big. Okay. Well, I'll roll with it. I'll take that. You really didn't have to look at the instructions, but you just follow along with your notches. That was upside down right there. I don't know why that just happened, but you gotta pin your band all the way around to the bottom. Well, yep, to the bottom seam. Let's see how that just happened, but okay. Okay. You just want to give me the roughest time, huh? All right. I got something for that. You should have a notch at the bottom of your yeah, you should have a notch at the bottom. So you're seam it. I'm probably trying to start from the bottom and work my way up. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm just dropping stuff. What the hell? Okay. A little freaking weird, but okay. 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 Hold it. Hold it up. What in the hell is going on here? Okay, that was real, okay, real freaking flicked it, but okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it my way. The way that I taught myself how to do it. Because no one else taught me how to do this. I'm gonna start from the top. And I'm gonna work my way down to the dang on bottom. But I'm gonna make sure all my stuff is lined up. Because if I don't, it's gonna be a recipe for freaking disaster. So, with that being said, I don't know if my camera's still recording. It should be, because my battery's full of life. I'm gonna sit back. Then I'm gonna touch everything to make sure everything's good. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up in a world of freaking hurt. So what I'm going to do, I hate that. Your help. So I'm gonna just take these clips off here because it's not doing nothing but frustrating me. Because the way I'm used to doing it, I'm trying to follow instructions when I really didn't need the instructions, but I wanted to do it. So nobody will feel left out. But me following instructions just solely just irritated me. So, no, that did not help me. And I don't appreciate that. I really don't. Because now, I'm going through something that I shouldn't even be going through. Because I don't think my band is long enough. Just stop. Just send me, goddammit. Yeah. My band is gonna be nowhere near freaking long enough for this. Great. I should have sewed them together. I was not thinking about that. And now I am paying for it. Great job, Michelle. Just freaking splendid. You're so smart. So smart. That just freaking blew the hell out of me. Because now my goddamn band is not going to be fucking long enough. Great. Just freaking splendid, honey. Splendid.
up. So, yeah, because that's not gonna freaking fit. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not understanding that. Something went wrong somewhere for this to end up like this. And I cut everything out to the right particular size. So I'm not understanding where did it go wrong at? Did I not stretch enough or something? I'm starting to believe I didn't stretch it enough. And I think I didn't. Nope, I didn't. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stitch right at the bottom like I should have in the beginning. Hold that. Back stitch. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm human, so I know I mess up and make mistakes. I'm not gonna act like I may be a published fashion designer, but I'm sorry. Everybody makes mistakes. And that's exactly what just happened. I think I just had an epiphany that I didn't stretch the band while I was sewing. So, yeah, forgive me, you guys. That just kind of really threw me off because I'm gonna have to seam rip on the other side, and you have to be careful seam ripping knit fabric. Once it tears holes into the knit fabric, you're through, and I mean like literally through. All right, my fellow people, I am back. Let's go ahead and finish it because I fixed it. That's what I was looking for. So we're gonna start at the bottom of the cardigan and go ahead and work our way up to the top. I had to cut it because I had it on the fold and I had to cut it. Okay, give me my damn pedal. Thank you. Going back stitch. I'll make sure everything is lined up because I want it lined up as I'm doing this. don't you? Got to couple. Okay. About done, y'all. Let's see. Snips. This is all. All right. And now we are done. Give me 1 second. And now I have added the finishing touches on it. If you like the content I'm making, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Make that bell ring so you can get the next notification when I shoot my next video. And this is your girl, Chelle Donald with Chelle Donald LLC signing out. Peace. And that is how you make a cardigan.